Recently, I had a profound conversation with a close family member who happens to be an attorney. We delved into our respective professional experiences, particularly focusing on how our titles and identities have been perceived. But the discussion took an unexpected turn when my family member, who had faced a professional setback but not incarceration, shared his thoughts about my continued use of the title doctor despite not actively practicing in the field. His perspective made me reflect deeply on my own professionalism and the significance of my title. He suggested that I might be perceived as pretentious or in denial about the loss of my professional standing, and even recommended that I consider a different career path unrelated to mental health, drawing from his own experiences of finding solace in caring for horses after losing his license. At first, his words stung, and I found myself questioning the validity of my professional identity. However, a pivotal moment came when my professor reached out to me on that same day. You see how God works? This professor, who played a crucial role in awarding me the title of doctor based on my academic achievements and research to events, also stood by me during challenging times, offering support and opportunities for continued research and growth. This encounter served as a powerful reminder that my professional title is not just a label bestowed by a licensing board. It is a testament to years of dedicated study, research, and academic achievement. It is a recognition of my expertise and contributions to my field, acknowledged and respected by those who truly understand the process behind earning such a title. Though it was clear that my family member was misadvised about my professional credentials and standing within the community, it still caused quite a stir. In fact, experiencing doubt and skepticism from this family member regarding my authenticity and professional identity was incredibly painful. It felt like a deep rejection, as if the very essence of who I am was being questioned. The disbelief from someone so close to me left me feeling betrayed and filled with self-doubt. The pain stemmed from a profound sense of not being understood or accepted for who I truly am. It took my confidence and made me question my worth and abilities. The disbelief in my professional identity was especially hurtful as it undermined my sense of competence and expertise in my chosen field. It triggered feelings of imposter syndrome, making me doubt myself despite my qualifications and achievements. Navigating through such emotions has been challenging. It's a common human experience to be influenced by the expectations of others, often allowing these external judgments to shape how we perceive ourselves. From a young age, societal norms, family beliefs, and peer pressures start molding our self-image and influencing our decisions. While some level of external feedback can be constructive, constantly seeking validation from others and conforming to their expectations can lead to negative consequences. But when we rely too heavily on external validation, we risk losing touch with our authentic selves. We may prioritize meeting others' expectations over our own desires and values, leading to a sense of disconnection from our true identity. This can manifest in various areas of our life, from career choices to personal relationships, where we may opt for paths that align with external approval rather than our genuine passions and aspirations. The fear of disappointing others can become a significant driver in decision-making. This fear can be paralyzing, preventing us from taking risks or pursuing paths that may lead to personal growth and fulfillment. We may settle for mediocrity or conformity to avoid facing criticism or rejection, sacrificing our potential for self-discovery and actualization in the process. Furthermore, constant validation-seeking behavior can contribute to a cycle of dependency on external approval for self-worth. This can result in emotional instability and insecurity, as our sense of value becomes contingent on others' opinions rather than our inherent worth as individuals. It creates an ongoing need for validation that can never be fully satisfied, leading to feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. Moreover, when we let our expectations of others define us, we may engage in behaviors that are not aligned with our values or ethical standards. This could include compromising integrity in professional settings, succumbing to peer pressure in social situations, or engaging in harmful habits to fit in or gain approval. These choices can have long-term repercussions on our well-being and personal integrity. Additionally, the pressure to meet external expectations can lead to chronic stress, anxiety, and burnout. Constantly striving to please others or live up to perceived standards of success can take a toll on mental and emotional health. It can create a cycle of striving for external validation to feel temporarily fulfilled, only to experience emptiness and dissatisfaction in the long run. Moreover, the desire for external validation can hinder our ability to take ownership of our lives and make empowered choices. Instead of being proactive and assertive in pursuing our goals and dreams, we may wait for validation or permission for others, delaying our progress and limiting our potential for growth and success. When we fall into the trap of waiting for validation or permission from others before pursuing our goals and dreams, it's important to recognize that ultimately no one wins. The person whose validation we seek may not truly care about our well-being or happiness, as evidenced by their willingness to ask us to compromise on our values or authenticity to begin with. If they genuinely cared about us, they would support our growth and encourage us to pursue paths that align with our true selves. In this dynamic, we end up sacrificing our own happiness and fulfillment in an attempt to please others. By putting their desires or expectations above our own, we neglect our inner voice and suppress our authentic needs and aspirations. This can lead to feelings of resentment, frustration, and emptiness as we navigate life based on someone else's agenda rather than our own. Furthermore, by prioritizing external validation over our own inner guidance, we relinquish control of our lives and surrender our power to others. We become passive participants in our own existence, allowing external forces to dictate our choices and shape our reality. This can result in a sense of disempowerment and loss of autonomy, as we become disconnected from our true desires and potential. Moreover, when we sacrifice our own happiness to please others, we perpetuate a cycle of self-neglect and dissatisfaction. We may find ourselves constantly seeking validation and approval from external sources, never feeling fully fulfilled or content with our lives. This can lead to a pattern of seeking validation in all aspects of life, from relationships to career decisions, perpetuating a cycle of dependency on external validation for our sense of worth. Ultimately, the quest for external validation at the expense of our own happiness is a lose-lose situation. We sacrifice our authenticity, well-being, and potential for growth in exchange for fleeting approval from others who may not have our best interests at heart. After all, if they did, would they be asking us to compromise? It's essential to recognize the inherent worth and value within ourselves, and to prioritize our own happiness and fulfillment above the expectations of others. By reclaiming our autonomy and honoring our true selves, we can break free from the cycle of seeking external validations and pursue paths that lead to genuine happiness and success. You are worth it. Peace and blessings, Dr. O.